and welcome everyone. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here, vivacious Virgos, to do your October horoscope. Well, at the beginning of the month, the first couple of days, your value system is highlighted, okay? This is because you have the Sun, Mercury and Venus all in your second house of values. For many people, values obviously includes money. So you could be looking at your finances and working out new ways to do things, new ways to get more money. You might be thinking about a new job or something that you can do on the side, a side hustle to sort out your finances if you've been having financial sort of issues in the recent past. Okay, so, but it's not just about money, because we all value different things and we put a higher priority on some of our core values, and that, you know, those priorities may be higher than money. So it's a sort of a focus on your values. You might decide that your integrity or your fulfillment, your personal fulfillment, is more important than money. So if you're in a job at the moment and you're being paid and you're not getting any sort of personal fulfillment in your work, you may decide to leave. You'll probably need a few more influences to push you down that track, but this is all about, giving you the impetus or giving you the idea. You might even think about it for months before you do anything. Okay, so just to get a little bit more specific, the 4th sees Mercury then going into your 3rd house, the 9th sees Venus into your 3rd, and the 24th sees the Sun into your 3rd. So those 3 influences that were there right at the beginning, now they're moving on as the month progresses into your 3rd house of communications. Okay, you could hear from siblings are often involved here too. So if you haven't heard from a sibling for a while, you might get an unexpected message in October, vivacious Virgos. So, and it's also about study, teaching, learning. You may pass on some of your innate wisdom in a very practical sense, because you are a practical sort of organised type of sign. You could pass that on to somebody else in some way. The other things, so communications, study, siblings and your local environment. You may be very busy running around like a crazy person in your local area. Okay, so obviously don't burn yourself out, but it's just a sort of sense of busyness and activity around the home or near the home. Now the 5th sees Mars, which has been in your sign, moving into the 2nd house of values. So you're going to be feeling even more motivated after the 5th of October to get your finances sorted out or get your values sorted out. You'll be literally alight with ideas of how you can make money or how you can budget better, or maybe cut costs if you need to. Okay, Mars is very sort of action oriented as well. It's not just the motivation part, it's also it gives you the energy to do whatever you need to do in terms of taking action. The 13th sees a full moon in your 8th house. Now, so there's changes here. The 8th house relates to shared resources, intimacy, sex, taboo type subjects, and even the metaphysics. Secrets, things that are hidden, often come out at this time. So with the full moon, it's all about change and transformation. The 8th house, because it is shared resources, it can even affect things like your finances, where you're relying on somebody else. So maybe a loan, a government department that may give you money for some reason, or in Australia we say superannuation, in the States it's the 401k. You might have some dealings with authority figures about these issues, and there's changes there. So just be aware, something's going to get a bit of a shake-up. You might find you take your money out, or there's some new rules or something around your money coming in. The 27th, new moon in the 3rd. So again, study, your local area, running errands. With a new moon there, that's all about new starts. Okay, so new beginnings with learning, new beginnings in communications, and this sort of general activity is sort of increased or highlighted. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look now in spirit for you, vivacious Virgos, because I do a sort of mini psychic reading as part of the monthly overview. Okay, so I'll just close my eyes. Yes, so the first thing they're showing me is a bag of gold coins around you. So again, now this could be your money, but not necessarily, because coins represent change. They're telling me now, though, even though that's true, it is money. Okay, so this is your finances, and I'm seeing the coins being bagged up, and they're in these white bank bags tied up, and on the front of each bag it's got the dollar sign. Okay, so that's more or less like saying save for a rainy day. Put some money away because you might need it later. And you're a very practical type sign, so you'll appreciate how important it is to have a bit of a buffer in case something happens down the track. And the world's so volatile at the moment, anything could happen. But certainly prices will be going up if you're in the US. Prices for goods will be going up, for many goods, many types of goods coming in from China will be going up. They've been using up their stockpiles at the moment, and those increased prices should start to hit the stores soon as a result of the tariffs and all of that sort of thing. So they're telling me to tell you to save where you can, cut some corners and just get money put away for a rainy day. Okay, so let's have a look now in the cards, and we'll see what comes out for you. And I shall draw a card for each week of the month. I've already pre-shuffled these lovely Virgos, so let's just see what we get. That one's calling me. Right, and it's the Six of Pentacles. Isn't that appropriate? Okay, so Pentacles. This is something that is physical, usually money, quite often associated with money. And you can see the Six of Pentacles, the Six Pentacles there on her dress or skirt or overlay, whatever you want to call it. But those pentacles actually do look like coins. This indicates that there is change around money. You can see in this particular card there's people have got their hands out asking for money. This could be about unexpected bills coming in, so it fits in nicely with what I just saw a second ago. Put some money away for a rainy day, because there could be some unexpected bills. Prices will go up, and you want to be organised. She's resting here. She's got like a bit of a bamboo. It's a bit of a bamboo. Almost like something that you would hold. It sort of looks vaguely reminiscent of a set of scales. And so she's got to weigh up what she pays. Maybe she has to juggle and she can't pay everything. So she has to decide which ones are going to be paid and which ones are not. Okay, so do put that money aside. Okay, that's the first week of October. Those bills will come in. Okay, now I'll just close my eyes. I feel there's something else about that though. Now I'm just getting the word unexpected. Okay, let's go with the second card, the second week of the month for vivacious Virgos. And we come up with, again, it's Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, all about money. Again. Okay, something physical. This is the end of a cycle. If you've had some sort of financial issues in the past, you're coming to the end of a cycle. If you have a loan, you could pay it off. Or something to do with finances that's been going on and on. You're going to get a resolution. There's a lot of communications about this. You can see the blue this blue relates to the throat chakra. You even see here, she's got all these fabrics here with different colours, but blue is very prominent. There's a little bit of yellow for the solar plexus, a little bit of pink for the heart. I get the sense of making things like crafts, ways that you can make money through your own work, okay, and your own creativity. She's got some lovely gold happening here on this shoulder, so this is actually, I feel this is a very beneficial arrangement that's coming in for you around finances, or maybe, you know, some sort of other physical goods, maybe a car or your home, okay? But the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle will start soon. You've got to go through the zero, the limbo, the waiting, and then the new cycle will start. Now, looking at the third week of October for vivacious Virgos, and we come out with, it's this one, and it's the King of Cups. All right, so this is fantastic. Again, blue again. Isn't that amazing? Everything's blue. This is about emotions, and you'll feel happy. You'll feel proud of yourself, what you've achieved in the month of October. In the third week, things that you wanted to do are actually starting to pay off. And pay off, actually, isn't that the sort of, what would you say, the best sort of word that you could use for all of this financial sort of issues going on in October? You're going to get a payoff, an emotional payoff. You could be feeling very happy, very proud, in a good way, and you've achieved a lot with regard to your finances. Sorted some sort of mess out, actually, I'm feeling, for some of you. King of all you survey, okay, so that implies the ability to manifest what you want in the physical world. But the emotions, this is more about the emotions, and you can breathe a sigh of relief, in fact. Okay, so now we're looking at the last 10 days of October. 10 days of October for vivacious Virgos. Very practical. I keep getting that practicality. King of Swords. Wow, this is another great card. People say it's not, but it is. I don't view swords as being a bad suite in the tarot at all. This is all about your thinking, being logical. Swords, the sword of truth, cuts out, dissects and classifies what you need to keep in your life and what you need to throw out. You may find through this process in October that some of the things that you were spending your money on, or some of the things you were doing in your lifestyle, are unnecessary and just costing you money for nothing. And this sword here will help you clarify exactly what you need in your life. He's sitting on a rock with a diamond in the back and a diamond in the back here, and there are a lot of little butterflies around suggesting new life. So take the hard decisions in October. It really will be for your benefit. And again, he's in blue again. This is all about your throat chakra, speaking up and expressing yourself to get the best possible deal you possibly can. And I feel like some of you are buying a new car. Okay, new car reflects your identity. That's how you get around in the world. Not only, in what we look like or what we wear, but what car we drive is a reflection of ourselves. My car is actually 10 years old, by the way I say that. It's a little Mazda. That's my run around the town car. And the reason I keep it is for the dogs, because I like to take the dogs to the beach or take the dogs to the park, and it's a little hatch, so I can just put them in the back. They jump in the back because they're big hounds. And so you need a vehicle that reflects, practically what you need it for. It's not all about what it looks like, it's how practical is it, okay? And the King of Swords will help you work out, is it worthwhile buying a new car, or does your current car actually fit the bill of what you want it for? Because I don't want to buy a new car and put my big 2 hounds in the back of the new car when it works perfectly well the way it is. But that's a matter for you. Okay, there may have been during the month of October some worries about finances because you can see in the back here these grey clouds, okay, but they're in the background. By the end of the month they're in the background, so you're moving away from all of the hassles. But look at that, every single card is blue, 2 male, 2 female, so all about balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So you're really going to get yourself organised in October, which is wonderful. Okay, my chooks are going off out there, chickens. I don't know if you can hear them. Okay, so let's have a roundup now. Psychically, vivacious Virgos. Let me see. Okay, I've got that blue Saturn in my face. And they're telling me you'll actually be able to help somebody with your experiences. It's almost like there's another person here that is perhaps in awe of you, your ability to organise and to get things done. I can see like a conveyor belt. And so there's a sort of some things you're going to have to do some work that's sort of like rote or just sort of mechanical work. When I say mechanical, it doesn't, once you figure it out, you don't need much brain power. You just have, it's just a matter of going around and doing it. A bit like paying bills, you know, you just have to do it once you figure out what you're doing. Okay, vivacious Virgos for October. Okay, some of you, I see painting, like painting a wall. So it's about redecorating your house. Maybe your finances become very important to you in the costs of things for redecorating. That could also be about tizzying up what you look like. You may just change your makeup or buy some new clothes. Maybe that's where the finances come in, become involved, that you don't overspend on your finances when you're buying clothes, that sort of thing. The key word, okay, there is a key word for you for October. It's called rearrangement. Okay, that's what you'll be focused on. Okay, thanks so much, vivacious Virgos. I do hope that you found that helpful. Please give this video a like if you did, and also subscribe to my channel. I'll be on Facebook very shortly. Actually, I'll be doing free psychic readings over there on Facebook on the Absolute Soul Secrets page if you'd like to pop on over. And I'll be back on Monday with Pick a Card, Monday morning if you're in Australia. And I'll be continuing on with the rest of the horoscopes. We're up to Lucky Libra next. Okay, have a wonderful month and I shall catch you later. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.